All right, let's do this. And immediately lost one ice cube. Hey guys, and welcome to Chronotrigger hard mode. As you may recall, I had two punishments this week. The first is shame, shame, and then the second is ice cubes on my head, of which we rolled a couple times. So we have quadruple the ice cubes, as you can see here. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get that started, just like that. Okay, balance is going to be an issue here, I can already tell. Okay, there we are, just balancing, ice cubes on my head. There's a quick review of the rules for you, mostly because I don't know how to click with the mouse here. Let's see here. There we go. Got some weird running robo here. Ah, more guests. More guests? What do you mean, guests? And where are we? Why, this is the end of time, of course. All lost travelers in time wind up here. Now, where are you from? We're from Guardia Kingdom, circa 1000 AD. Oh. I come from 2380. When four or more beings step into a time warp, the conservation of time theorem states that they will turn up at the space-time coordinates of least resistance. Here. Disturbances in the space-time continuum have increased recently. Far too many folks are just popping in here. I fear something is having a powerful effect on the very fabric of time. Which means one of us has to remain here? Luca says, like she knows here already. Stay here? Alone? It is pretty bleak here. But not to worry, all time periods connect here. You can visit your friends whenever you wish, but you can never travel in groups greater than 3. So one of us must stay. Who'll it be, Chrono? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and leave Luca behind. You may have noticed that I've been doing that a lot already. There's a couple reasons. You might know she's lower level. It's because I've been using her less, and more so because we really care about the healing that Marl brings to everything. So we're really gonna stick with her for a while here. Now don't you go getting any ideas, mister. So there you have it. Don't forget, press the Y button to switch party members. How do we get back to our time? You see those lovely pillars of light? Those hook you up to different eras. Once you've been through a gate, you can always use it to come here. To use a gate from here, step into the light and press the A button. But beware the gate which leads from that bucket. Okay. I did say we were going to keep Robo here. I lied a little bit. Nope, okay, we don't want to talk to the old man again. Yup, thank you. Don't go to the bucket, bad things will happen. We do need Luca's brain power, because we're about to go through the door in the back here. So let's grab Luca real quick. There we go. Hey! Gotta go back and talk to the old man. Old man, don't be in such a rush. Before you go, take a peek inside the room behind me. Cool. Little bit of music change here. What are you looking at? I'm Specchio, the Master of War. I've seen all kinds of battles from here. How do I look to you guys? Weak. I see. Well, let's put it this way. If you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. You are strong of will, counteracting what I just said to you. That's why the old one let you through. Long before you were born, there was a kingdom where magic flourished. Everyone there could use it. But in time, people began to abuse their powers. It got so bad that no one was allowed to use magic except for wizards. But you have it. Determination, I mean. Magic needs power of the heart. It needs inner strength. Magic is divided into 4 types. Lightning, fire, water, and shadow. Notice that they don't mention ice. You with the punk hairdo, you're lightning. The one with the ponytail is water. And the one with the goofy glasses is fire. Because her mixtape Not just magic, but everything is based on the balance of these 4 powers. Think magic, and starting from the door, walk clockwise along the walls of my room 3 times. I don't know why that was a tongue twister there. Don't lose track now. Okay, so this is... this looks like an easy task, but I can guarantee you that if you were playing this, you would mess it up the first time. It's one of those things that, you go back to old consoles and things are not always as easy as they should be. Sometimes the playing of the game is actually more difficult just because of controls and the graphics and all that kind of thing than it would be, otherwise. Very good! Ipso facto minimo magico! That doesn't look like lightning at all. Chrono learns to use magic. That water is slightly off-center. Maro learns to use magic. And that's just awesome. Luca learns to use magic. Yeah. So, fortified with magic, want to try it out? No, because we don't get into unnecessary combats. You guys are too much. Bring newcomers to meet me. Alright, so we got everybody magic here. We gotta talk to the old man real quick. What you got, old man? Well, people who lived long ago all enjoyed such powers. Now I know you are itching to go ripping back and forth through time, but first you need to return to your era. And you must hurry. The longer you remain here, the harder it will be to change that which must be changed. Stop by whenever you're in the area. Okay, thanks, old dude. Alright, we got a free HBMP here. We're obviously going to take advantage of that, and we're going to save real quick, too. There we go. At the end of time. And we're going to actually leave Robo behind as we go back to our own time here, which I think is the middle one. Nope, that's where we came from. Go to Medina Village, 1000 AD? Heck yeah, let's do it. So this next section of the game, and it's a good thing I remembered this, because I was going to take Robo, and he's okay, but this next section of the game is really magic-centric, so you want to have your people that know magic in the party. This ice turned out not to be as bad as I thought. I mean, it's starting to melt. I'm feeling it there. There's a little bit of that, but it's not too bad. Hey, did you people just come out of the closet? Get out of here. He came out the closet? Who do you think you are? Coming and going out of our closet at all hours. Scram. Wait a sec. You just told me to scram. Medina Village was founded by the ancestors of the mystics who lost a war to human beings. Most mystics hold a grudge against humans. Be careful. There's an odd man who lives near the cave in the mountains to the west. You might enjoy a chat with him. Thanks! Why are you being so nice? Mystics aren't supposed to get along with humans. Humans fought the mystics over 400 years ago. My motto is forgive and forget, but not many seem to agree with me. Alright, so out into Medina Village here. Let's stop by in the middle of the square here. Chrono, what's that weird chanting? My Maro voice has gone back and forth. It even had a little bit of Specchio in it for a minute. I brought you guys here. I just think this is a cool plot point for the game here. All the mystics just hanging around a statue of Magus, as we saw in 600 AD. But now we're 400 years in the future, and they're still just kind of hanging out. So we're going to go straight out to what they were talking about here with talking to the old man that lives in this hut. It's Melchior. Ah, hello. Could I interest you in a weapon? No, I'm not interested, because we don't shop. Nice try, Melchior. Really? Well, you know where to find me should the need arise. Okay. Thanks, old man. And then we just leave. Okay. Okay, now we are definitely getting some of the water drainage down the skull. So that's fun. So as you can see here, you can't really escape through the top of the continent. Okay, yeah, that is really unnerving. Oh, okay. Water down the ear. Yeah. Huh. Okay, let's just move on with our day then. Showed you a little bit of the South Continent, but we're going to go straight to the Hekran Cave here. Wow, that is... Huh. Death to the Mystics' enemies, which is a mandatory combat, I'll have you know. So we're going to start off with Cyclone and these guys. There's a lot of things in this cavern, cavern that are resistant to magic. This is really distracting, by the way. So the henchmen, not so much. They're pretty much like the old guys. They have a little bit more health than what we saw previously, but not too bad there. Really good thing here, though, we just learned Dual Tech Antipode. Probably one of my favorite early game spells. It's actually one of the first you learn that affects more than one person. It's not quite the same level as you see with Cyclone, where you can hit a whole bunch of people in a group, but if they're right next to each other, you can actually hit them, which is really useful. Got an ether. Let's just go ahead and move on through the cave here, then. I will have to go back and check and see if that's avoidable. I certainly, if it was avoidable, did not do a good job of avoiding it. I can tell you that much. We're going to lightning the jar here, because that's going to be very important, that we kill the jar. Let me just actually see if that actually kills it. 98, yeah, okay. So, there we go. And then we'll just attack these other guys, just to save our MP as much as possible. Whew. Starting to get a little chilly on the top of the skull here. Yeah. Oh, and it's dripping. Of course it is. That was the whole idea. To get some Chinese water torture type things going on here. So we're not doing much damage with Luca and Marl. Really, Marl's going to be there for our healing factor more than anything else. But these guys, you can definitely kill them with just straight physical. So we're going to do it. And again, we're just saving MP because these caves are extremely magic heavy, and I don't want to have to waste a whole bunch of ethers when I can really do Aura Whirl for, you know, 1 MP or 2 MP tops from Chrono and Marl to heal everybody. It's become a game of resources now. Okay, so we're down to 1 guy. We're going to take this and let Marl heal a little bit, since we got several people that are being attacked here. So we're just going to have her heal herself, because everybody else is pretty good. Bam! 94. Oh, okay. Now I'm starting to get a headache from this. This is... it's starting to become a little bit more than just inconvenient. I am surprised by how easily I can balance it, however. I really thought that would be tougher than it has been, despite the fact that I'm dripping water all over myself. 118 experience points, 5 tech points, 155 gold. Woo! Alright, and let's go down into the cave here. We're really going to have to figure out which of these are mandatory and which ones aren't here, because it's a lot of just, hey, look, you're now in combat kind of thing. Okay, so we can't fire whirl these guys, which is an easy way to pretend like we're using magic. We will use some ice with Marl, however. Bam! Because these guys you can't kill with physical, but it would take all day. And I already have ice dripping down my whole body, so I'm not looking forward to this taking all day. So let's just keep on moving on here. Okay, we're going to go around and up to grab the chest right here. And I will fill in later whether or not those were mandatory combats or not. I'm honestly going to have to go back and look. This one I'm pretty sure is a mandatory combat, so that's good. We got 4 of them this time, though. Let's see if we can get these 2 close enough to do a fire whirl here. Yes, we can, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of that. And then we're going to ice these guys. Fire whirl! They're all fire! Yeah. Not enough, though. We needed more fire. Hopefully they'll stick together and we can just do a fire whirl again. That'll be super awesome if we can do that. Maybe you can get this 3rd guy involved. Although we've seen that an ice kills him immediately, so it's not too much of a concern there. Yep, we can fire whirl those guys, that'll get rid of them, and then we'll just do ice on this last guy, just to get rid of them all. And this is probably more experience than we've gotten for most of the game outside of bosses right here in this cavern. So hopefully these are mostly mandatory combats, and that's intentional. We'll just have to see. I'm sure you're hoping for the opposite, where it's not, and the game gets easier for me, but I get more punishments. I'm sure that is exactly what people are looking for. Let's go up here and see what we get from here. Just more ethers. They feed you a lot of them in here because they know that you're going to be using a lot of magic. So, okay, let's be a little bit more careful about where we're stepping. Yeah, so a lot of these are mandatory combats just coming through this heck around cave. Got a lot of the most combat-centric episode we've ever had. And we're going to keep on sticking with the fire whirl plan. It really just does a lot more damage to these guys than some of the other things do. Oh, we had 3 for like a half second there. And then Marl's going to come behind with a little bit of crossbow action. Oh, okay. Ice everywhere. Okay, they split far enough apart that we're going to have to go ahead and do some fire. Let's get a heal in with Marl since Chrono's looking a little bit low there. And then Chrono will finish off the last guy with some lightning. Lightning! You guys ever see Heroes? Just that scene where he's like, lightning! That was correct. That's like the best one since the original Spider-Man for like learning to use your powers ridiculousness. Go, Web, go! I apologize if my commentary is not up to par today. I feel like I'm fighting off brain freeze, which is probably also why I'm just rushing through caverns and maybe getting into combats that I shouldn't be. I'm gonna have to go through and find out which of these are mandatory or which ones aren't, of course. 3 health for that bat. So these guys are much like the others. We're gonna have to get involved with them and really do some good magic stuff here. This is probably a situation exactly where I should have used Antipode, actually. The 2 bats were stacked on top of each other, and Antipode would have been able to hit both of them and kill them. And it costs the same amount of MP as really fire and ice together anyway, so it doesn't matter too much, but it would have been cool for style points, you know. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and lightning this last bat. Lightning! Wow. That's like the toughest bat ever. I guess they're kind of immune, sort of, to lightning there. That's interesting. Okay, we're just gonna mash X for a second here and see if we can shave off these last couple hit points. This is a situation where Sight Scope would have actually been really useful, but I made the right gambit, and he only had like 10 health left, so you can kind of, if you fight enough guys, figure out about how much health they have more than anything else, just really based on where you are in the game. Okay, that's the jar. Let's see if we can get around the jar. Yes, we can. It's sealed with a mysterious energy. It's sealed with a mysterious energy. There we are, and now we're back in the same cavern we were in earlier with some water currents going on this time as we kind of traipse through. That's why it's a little bit slower when I'm walking and those kind of things. Doesn't look that difficult, but, you know. Let's go ahead and actually waste a shelter here. We're going to want to do that. We got 6, so that shouldn't be too bad. Bam. And then we'll go over and save real quick. The Village of Magique. There we are, and let's go up to the side here. Death to the Mystic's enemies. His little roar, it gets me every time, man. Okay, so he's obviously is the magic boss set in the magic thing. So this is actually why I brought the Antipode twins, if you will. It's because Antipode does quite a bit of damage. So plus it's just totally awesome. Like, yeah, freeze them and then light them on fire. Totally for it. So Hecaran, he's water-based for the most part, but yeah, he'll have this thing where he can, you know, do water damage to all of you. He does a couple other things as well, but the big thing is really you need to pay attention to what happens as far as when he talks, actually. Ouch, that was... Okay, so we're gonna actually go ahead and our Chrono after that. That was quite a bit of damage with the water/cyclone here. Bam, 95. Okay, which will give us... Oh, okay. And this is exactly what I was talking about. You need to pay attention. He said, go ahead, just try and attack, and he may kill me in this one attack here as his counter attack. So, we'll see if we get a full party wipe here. No, okay. So it doesn't kill at this point, which is very, very good. I was a little bit afeared there for a second. That actually shows that we've been in too much combat, because honestly I feel like that should have done way more. Because even when you level that water wave attack, it just hurts a lot. So, okay, so as long as he's in this, we're gonna actually sit here and just kind of heal the whole time. Okay, so he gives a brief counterattack break, so we're gonna go ahead and start that off with Antipode, and we'll give him some lightning as well. Oh, okay, I know this probably isn't translating well to camera, but I have water like all over everywhere. My whole neck is soaked, and I thought it would help to put on a hoodie, but actually what it is that I'm really, really hot in my entire body and then just still really cold in my head. But in game here, we're doing pretty well. We should be able to kind of wreck through Hecaran here without too much trouble, it looks like, which is good. Although it does, of course, mean that we've probably done too much combat. The Cyclone Water is really the main thing that's hurting us right now. It's 71 to 90 is what I've been seeing, because the girls' magic defense is a little higher than Chrono's is at this point, I think, and that's why you're seeing it hit for more. But yeah, we're going to just keep on with the R Whirl. Ugh, unless that kills her. Okay, she is barely alive. R Whirl. There we go. Oh, really, dude? Ah, they must... I wonder if they have the AI picked out to... I wonder if they have the AI picked out to actually target your healer, because that would actually be interesting and ahead of its time for this game, certainly. Okay, so he's gonna do go ahead and try and attack. The nice thing about that is that I know he's not going to attack, so I can sit here and just mid-tonic and Aura Whirl all day. Although that particularly was a waste of a mid-tonic right there. Let's give one more Aura Whirl. We're actually doing pretty good as far as MP is concerned, and then we'll just be ready to Antipode as soon as he goes for the brief counterattack break here. Brief counterattack break. Well, we would be if Marl was faster. She's a little slow. Okay, we're gonna stick with fire so that Marl can actually just use her aura to heal Chrono. Man, I would have been waiting on her all day with that Antipode. She is quite a bit slower. Okay, so there we are. Let's do Aura on Chrono before he dies, because he's about to. Ooh, 4 HP. Yeah, that's exactly where we want him to be. That Cyclone Water, it hurts, man. Followed by these little counterattack strikes he does. Which means that we might need to just. We're going to mid-tonic with Luca rather than waiting on Marl. Oh, well, now we can Aura Whirl anyway, so. We'll do that, make sure everybody stays at full health, which it looks like everybody was except Chrono, so that's good. I'm also going to throw an Ether out to Chrono here real quick, whoever gets up first. There we go, and then we are ready to Antipode as soon as he drops this for a brief counterattack break, just like that. Yeah. Antipode, seriously one of my favorite spells early in the game. It's such a cool idea. Just like freeze them and then heat them up. I love it. It's particularly awesome. Hecaran also is, when you first play through this game, he's a boss that you tend to remember because generally you don't think about the counterattack thing, you don't know about it ahead of time, and it becomes very problematic very, very quickly. He just Cyclone Waters like the same guy over and over again. It's super rough. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to Antipode with these guys. I'm going to eat through my stock of mid-tonics here, but it's very, very important that we keep Chrono alive. This is the other thing he does, by the way. If you look at the screen here, he's doing his face that says, I will counterattack and hit you if you do stuff, but he hasn't actually said anything, so it's fine. So we got through that with only one water wave, got 250 experience, 10 tech points, 1,500 gold that we can't use, Chrono leveled up, Marl leveled up, and Luca leveled up. Heck yeah. If only the great Magus who brought forth Lavos 400 years ago had destroyed the human race, the world would have belonged to us mystics. I should have picked a higher voice for him because his grr is just. He sounds more like a dolphin than a gigantic magic beast. In the Middle Ages, Magus created Lavos, the destroyer of this planet's future. If we go to the Middle Ages and take out Magus, can we change history? We could use the gate at the fairgrounds. Yeah, we could. If only we knew how to get there. How do you get back to the fairgrounds? Oh. Like that, I guess. Sorry, that one always just cracks me up. It's just like a vortex that spits you out right there in the middle of where you started the game. So, there we are. We are back at Lean Square, which is where the fairgrounds are. I have made it through with most of the ice cubes intact, actually, although definitely my hair is more than a little wet as I drip all over my desk and myself. Okay. Thanks. Hey guys, thanks for sticking with hard mode. Let's get right to it. We owe one punishment, and I want to get rid of this hideous mustache because everyone in my life is asking me questions about it. So, without further ado, let's give it a roll here. 16 is what I'm seeing there. 12 and 4, so 16 is more ice cube head melting. The one that we just did here. So we will do that next time. We'll get an ice cube together and we'll just do one this time. See if that makes it harder to balance or what exactly is going on with that. Now let's see if we can get you guys your kitty view before we go off and you see us next Sunday. Hi, kitties. Hello, human. What are you doing with that strange thing?